Hello everyone, my name is Ruby Yadav and I am a legal intern at Lexis and Company. I am pursuing my LLB second year from Mary Professional and Law Institute, MDU Rohtak. I am glad to get this opportunity to represent myself and get this platform to tell you something about my topic, which is pre-trial by the media. Now, the sole purpose of my topic is to create awareness about what is pre-trial by the media. Now, as we know, in recent times, there are many occasions in which media, included electronic and print media, conduct a debate in their newsrooms in which they held the decision before the court passed the judgment. This kind of mechanism is known as the pre-trial by the media. As we know, our Indian Constitution gives us Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A, which grants us freedom of right to speech and expression. As well as this freedom is not absolute, there are some restrictions on this that is mentioned in the Article 19, Clause 2 of the Indian Constitution. Now, this right can be restricted by law only in the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, as well as the security of India and its friendly relationship with foreign states and the public order, decency and morality, and in relation of the contempt of court, defamation and incitement of an offense. There are some cases in which pre-trial publicity by media was seen. That was the Jessica Lal Priyadarshini BMW and Arushi murder. Now, what are the impacts of the pre-trial by the media? That is, media has now become itself into a public court. That is the Janta Adalat. It pronounces its own verdict even before the court does. It completely overlooks the vital gap between the accused and a convict. Nowadays, what we actually observe is trial by media in every cases, where the media itself conducted a separate investigation, builds a public opinion against the accused even before the court takes a cognizance of the case. That we have also seen in the recent case, that was the Sushant Singh Rajput case. And by this way, the media prejudices the public that the accused, who should be assumed innocent, is presumed to be a criminal, leaving all his rights and liberty undressed. What we need to know is that determination of the guilt or innocence of a person under our constitutional scheme is the function of the court, not the function of the media. And in Jessica Lal case also, the justice said that presumption of innocence of an accused is a legal presumption and should not be destroyed at the very threshold through the process of media trial, and that too when the investigation is pending. So in that event, it will be opposed to a very basic rule of law and would impinge upon the protection granted to an accused under Article 21, that is the protection of life and liberty. Now, there was a famous quotation that media will render great service if it observes the Lakshman Rekha charted by the Supreme Court. Now, in all these matters, court clearly spoke about the responsibility shouldered on media and the limitations to be kept in mind by the media while reporting a case. There was one more famous case, that was the MP Lohia versus State of Bengal, in which court gave the strict direction to the media against the public trial when the matter is pending before the court. Now, it can be concluded that media is referred to by many as the eyes and ears of the general public. So it forms the backbone of our society. Now, while acting as a responsible media, it should follow certain norms in reporting of a crime or any news related to the same. This is it about the topic, which was the pre-trial by media. That's it for the day. Thank you so much.